Hi boys and girls, this is your Language Arts e-learning lesson for Friday, May 15th. We're going to start by taking a look at grammar. We have prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases, this is page 258. You have learned that a preposition is always followed by an object. A prepositional phrase is made up of a preposition, the object of the preposition, and all the words between them. A prepositional phrase describes another word in the sentence, such as, we packed the fruit in our knapsacks. Excuse me. So, we did what? Packed the fruit. Where was the fruit packed? In our knapsacks. Okay? In our knapsacks. That's your prepositional phrase. And the object of the preposition can be a compound object, such as, we took enough oranges for Manuel and Anita. Okay, for who? For Manuel and Anita. A prepositional phrase can be at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a sentence. At dawn, we began our walk. Okay, when? At dawn. The map of the area was helpful. Okay, what was the map of? Of the area. And the path went by a forest and a large lake. Right, your preposition is by, but where did the path go by? A forest and a large lake. So there you have that compound object. Right, now again, they're just pointing out the prepositional phrase can be at the beginning of a sentence, in the middle, or at the end of a sentence. Also remember too that your prepositional phrase is always going to begin with a preposition. Always going to be with a preposition, so you can always refer back to page 256 to that chart of prepositions. Let's just go right over here to page 259. Alright, so here it tells us to write the prepositional phrase in each sentence. Write the prepositional phrase in each sentence. So, the first one, people in every age have built bridges. Your prepositional phrase is in every age. Okay, in every age. In is your preposition, the prepositional phrase in every age. All right, so let's take a look at the next few sentences. Okay, number 7, the oldest bridge was found in England. Your preposition is in. Your prepositional phrase, in England. Piles of rock form the bridge. Piles of rock form the bridge. Your prepositional phrase, of rock. Okay, piles of rock form the bridge, of rock. Okay, because it's the piles form. Okay, what are the piles of? They're of rock. Number 9, the Romans used wood for their bridges. Okay, preposition for, prepositional phrase, for their bridges. Number 10, during the Middle Ages, stone bridges were built. During is the preposition, the prepositional phrase, during the Middle Ages. The bridges were lined with shops and dwellings. The preposition is with. With what? With shops and dwellings. Number 12. The first iron bridge was built in the 18th century. Okay. In is your preposition. In the 18th century is the prepositional phrase. Number 13. In the United States, covered bridges were once popular. The preposition is in. In the United States is the prepositional phrase. Number 14. People drove wagons and rode horses through them. Through is your preposition, your prepositional phrase, through them. Okay, now we're coming down here. Numbers 15 to 24, and this is what you're going to work on your own. It says this report has 10 prepositional phrases. Write each prepositional phrase and underline each object of the preposition. Let's take a look. In jungles and mountains, ropes are still used. So your prepositional phrase would be in jungles and mountains, and the jungles and mountains are the object because the preposition is in. In what? In jungles and mountains. If we go here, with was your preposition. Bridges were lined with what? Shops and dwellings. Okay, so shops and dwellings would be your object of the preposition. During the Middle Ages, stone bridges were built. The prepositional phrase is during the Middle Ages. During is the preposition. During what? Middle Ages. Middle Ages is the object. Okay, so down here there are 10 prepositional phrases. You're just going to write each prepositional phrase, and then you will underline the object of position. Sometimes the object is compound, such as in jungles and mountains. It's called a compound object because it's two of them, jungles, mountains. Okay, let's take a look at the report that you're going to be looking for prepositional phrases in, and this is called String Bridges the Gap. The Inca people of Peru built amazing rope bridges over deep canyons. How did they do it? First, they tied a long string to an arrow. They shot it to someone across the canyon. Then a rope was tied to the end of the string and pulled across. In this way, 4 rope cables were pulled across. Branches were tied between 2 ropes for the floor. The other 2 ropes were handrails. Right, so then you're going to go back, reread this on your own, look for those 10 prepositional phrases, write each prepositional phrase, and underline the objects of the prepositions. Okay, all right. In addition to the grammar that you need to work on today, you will be completing 16C and 16D in Wordly Wise. 16C, determining meanings. Circle the letter next to each answer choice that correctly completes the sentence, and of course you can have more than one correct answer, anywhere from 1 to 4 correct answers. Section 16D, complete the sentences to demonstrate your knowledge of the words in bold. And you've done this before where you just need to complete the sentence, and by doing so you're showing that you understand how to use the word in bold, how to correctly use the vocabulary word. Okay. All right, and then you also have spelling test 29, which will be done in Spelling City. All right, so you have the grammar, you have 10 prepositional phrases, you have Wordly Wise 16C and D, and then you have spelling test 29. Today we have our Zoom meeting where we'll talk a little bit about fever, and then we'll also do some social studies. We'll review some social studies together there. Okay, so I look forward to seeing everybody on Zoom later today. Okay, have a good day, and of course if you need my help with anything, please reach out to me. Okay, bye.